So let's react to this Kendra G video.
I'm trying to figure out a way to make us side by side. Are you ready, baby?
I'm ready. I'd rather be on here.
Go first, though. Asia, where you calling me from?
I'm calling from Los Angeles.
LA, how old are you?
I'm 40.
You're 40?
Yeah, just turned 40
You look
in the
really
last
good.
month. Thank you.
Are you serious? You look great. You gotta stop moving though. You gotta stop moving. Are you like a vegan or a vegetarian? What's your secret?
I'm pescatarian. I drink a lot of water, and anything that stresses me out, I release it.
Asia LA 40, you look good, girl.
Thank you.
Look good. What do you do?
I don't know why you think people in the 40s look terrible. I mean, she doesn't. She looks average. I wouldn't say that she looks terrible. One thing I want to say, I say this constantly in practically all my Kendra G videos. The older you are, for women, the bigger red flag you are, right? The bigger red flag it is. Because I've said this countless times. Dating is easy for women. It is easy. And if you're in your 40s and still looking for a man, when it's so easy, there's something wrong, right? There's something wrong.
For a living.
Something wrong with you, right? Wrong with the women, so.
I have a few hats. So right now, I'm a travel CT technologist, which is number one. Two, I'm also a influencer for like carnivals and wellness and travel. And also have short-term rental businesses.
So what should I put down for a profession?
I guess you can put my main money maker, which is travel CT technologist.
Travel CT technologist. You have any children?
No children.
No kids. What's your zodiac sign?
Aquarius.
Aquarius. And have you ever been married?
I have not.
Never married. All right. So we got Asia, LA, 40, no kids, travel technologist. Child, I forget what your job was.
Just put CT tech.
CT tech child. LA, Aquarius, no kids, never married. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
Ooh, an assertive man, a fit man, a spiritual man, one that's very generous, open-minded, loves carnival, secure in himself, loves to travel, good, into wellness, a family man. What else can I say? Open-minded, like not stuck in his ways, meaning he wants to grow in spiritually, financially, mentally, like he's not stuck to just one way he thinks, you know?
Okay, they're saying you look so good because you don't have no kids. They said kids age you. Okay.
That's what I keep hearing.
Yes. All right. What are your deal breakers?
Deal breaker, cannot smoke. That's number one. Has to be family orientated. Has to have a passport. Cannot be controlling, meaning like this is your way, the highway. Let me see. I want entrepreneurship mindset, but even though I work in a hospital, my goal is to do more than just this. Supportive. Deal breaker, you said, right? My bad. No kids.
No kids. Okay.
Yeah.
So if he has kids, you don't want to date him?
No, I've tried already.
So no kids. Do you want kids yourself?
I do. I do. I just want to make sure like I have a life partner first.
This is the insanity of women, right? And this woman, I guarantee you, she is your typical career woman. You're 40. Now, is it impossible, right, that you can have kids? No, it's not. You can. But this is the insanity of women. There is logic to why doctors say don't do it. Don't be having kids in your 40s. Now, she's 40, okay? Women don't think about time frames, right? Unless you're meeting a man tomorrow, having sex with him tomorrow, having kids with him tomorrow, things take time. And in most cases, things takes years. Okay? So, I've said this. I've done it a few times, right? Calculating time frame. And this is lowballing. I usually lowball it, right? Okay, 40. Magically, she meets a man tomorrow. Well, okay, meet a man tomorrow. Maybe a year or so relationship. Okay, boom, year or so relationship. I'm assuming she wants to get married. Okay, so she wants to get married. Let's say, okay, she gets married within a year. Insanity, right? Insanity. So she's 41. Maybe it moved quick. Maybe she wants a little bit of time, travel with him, have fun with him. Let's say 2 years. Okay, so it's 3-year kind of thing. So she's 43. Okay. Now she's 43. She's tries to have a kid at 44. Okay. So you are in your mid 40s having a kid. I know women in their late 30s having complications when having children. Okay, this is insanity, right? Women like this, they're putting their health at risk. They're putting the children, the baby's health at risk. Where there's always so many things can happen. You're not in your prime, and then you still want to have kids. Insanity, right? And this again, I'm lowballing it, right? A 4-year relationship. 4-year relationship, marriage, then kids that's insane. That's pretty crazy. So I just think women really don't calculate or think things through, right? Especially when they want to include marriage and children. Sometimes you gotta think. You can't have it all. Yes, are there some women that can? There is, right? It's not an impossible thing. But that doesn't mean that's the majority. That is the norm. It's not the norm. It is not the norm to have it all. Okay? Maybe she's accomplishing her career. Great. But she wants a husband. She wants children. That's insanity. I mean, at best, on a tight time schedule, you can get one out of her. Okay?
I'd rather be in LA. I had my last 2 were long distance. It was cool and all, but only way it can be long distance is if they have the money to fly me out and fly here.
Okay. Or fly you out or fly there. So he has to fly you out.
Yes.
Don't play with it. Okay.
That's insanity, right? We're just getting started. Let's see what I talk about more, but this is the thing, right? This is that effort. He has to fly her out. What's the point of her making money? What is the point of her making money when he has to use his money to fly her out to him? Does she not want to see him? This is you're 40 and then you're still like a child, right? You're 40, supposedly an entrepreneur, supposedly make good money, and you need a man to fly you out. This is a thing where then men won't make the effort, right? When it's so one-sided, you're just dating. You're just getting to know each other. It should be equal, right? If he's gonna fly to you, meet you sometimes, well, you should fly to him, meet him sometimes. This is the thing with women. That's why a lot of men have given up on dating, because the dating process, at least the beginning of the dating process, it's so one-sided. Women put practically zero effort in the initial dating process, while men have to put such a substantial amount when it comes to the beginning of dating. Here's also a theory that of my own kind of thought process where women never think that, okay, what's the consequences of that? In my opinion, this is only my hypothetical theory, is that a lot of men, right? A lot of men put so much effort in the dating process, right? The whole dating process, maybe some in the boyfriend and girlfriend process too, right? Boyfriend and girlfriend stages. So when men put such an overwhelming amount of effort in those stages, maybe and then women put very little, right? Women put very little effort in those stages. So then when he marries her, he takes a step back, right? He gets maybe a bit lazy, right? He's not putting as much effort as he used to be. It's just a theory that I'm having, and I can see the the correlation. I can see it kind of being maybe a fact, maybe a reality where women don't understand it, where it's not 50-50, right? Because men always have to put so much effort in the beginning. Well, now that he married you, got you, he wants to relax. He now wants to get the effort, right? He wants to be treated amazingly like he's done to you. It's just a theory I'm having where I'm trying to understand, because a lot of women say that, oh, once I marry him, he puts in very little effort in the relationship. Well, did he put a lot of effort in the beginning? If he did, and then you didn't, you probably put barely much effort in the beginning. Well, there could be some correlations to that. So that's just a theory that I'm working out. I'm hearing more stories. It's just my own theory.
Should the guy look a certain way?
Heck yes. I'm fit, so he has to be fit. Like, for sure. I cannot do sloppy. I cannot do you on the couch. I like them tall, like at least 6 foot and taller. Do not want braids. I've had that before. So yeah, that's about it.
Okay. What about money? Should he make a certain amount of money?
Yes. So I like to be spoiled because I spoil myself. So I definitely do. If you make less than me, it's a problem. I prefer 500,000 and up though.
You said how much?
500K and up.
Woo! I got all the rich girls that watch my show. Big money, big money. 500K just to get through the door. Big money. A big money. You got 100K? You too broke for me? Boo. No, 100K. Oh, did you say 200K? You broke too. You 200K broke too. 300K, what you doing? 1, 2, 3, not me. 1, 2, 3, not me. Oh, 400K, what you got? 400K, what you got? You got close, but not enough. Get the hell on, because I said 5, 700 now, 5. She said 500K for all you deaf.
The insanity, the audacity. Here's a 40-year-old asking for a man that's tall, dark, handsome, no kids, fit, right? Muscular, most likely fit, exercises. Makes 500K, has no kids. This woman is asking for a unicorn. This woman is asking for the most rarest of rare men. Rarest of rare men. Now, most likely, right, she'll probably ask for a black man, which is fine. Now, a black man that makes 500K, fit, tall, handsome, no kids. You are asking for the most wanted, most desired man possibly in the world, right? Possibly in the world. One of the most rarest, most desired man. A black man with no children, tall, handsome, muscular, fit, okay, makes $500,000. You are practically asking for one of the most desired man on the planet. You and practically 1 million women are asking for the same type of man. You're 40. Okay? 40, you are a red flag. You're probably hard to deal with. Okay? What? It's like the entitlement, the audacity. What makes you qualify for this rare, highly desired man? This is why women are delusional. Because what makes you so special to desire top level men? It's like these women are just like so delusional, where they think that maybe this woman makes about $500,000, which is kind of insanity, but maybe she does. That don't mean she qualifies for that. That doesn't mean that's her level. Because a man that makes $500,000, no kids, black or whatever color, okay? He's fit and handsome, tall. Every woman wants him. Every woman wants this man. Especially, at least every black woman wants this man. He can get a woman that's in her 20s, in her 30s, and in her 40s. So really, he is so... This is the thing where women don't understand. Great, you're asking for top-level men. What makes you so special? You're not.
Too broke to understand. She got 500K. Oh, I got a friend. Actually, one of my boyfriend's friend lives in LA, and he said the girl had to make 350K to 500K. I might have to try to introduce you. He might be lagged out, but if there's space, he was just on my show. I might you fit that category.
Oh, I appreciate that.
I don't know if I can save this live. I hope I can save it. I don't know if I can. You know, TikTok is a little crazy. So 500K. So I made a song out of it. If a guy made 200K, you can't do it.
I would say.
Okay, no,
Depending on
don't
personality.
you want to say this? Huh?
Depending on the personality. Like for instance,
So
like
let
if you're
me
at
just-
200K
okay,
and
right.
you're open to,
Say it again.
and you're open. Say if you make 200K, but your goal is to make more, like this, you're not comfortable where you are, and your goal is to go more, then yeah.
Okay, so they're right. My friend has one daughter. So you don't want no guys with kids though, right?
It's like I don't want to be so stick that I miss out on the one, which is I've tasted so many bad apples who have children. You know, if that makes sense. So if I meet someone and we're speaking and we're talking and it flows chemistry wise, and I see like the child isn't like 3 or 4, maybe they're a teenager, then I'm open to it. Like I'm not rigid, you know. It's
So
just,
but the idea is you want a 500K man with no kids.
yeah,
Have you ever met this man?
I have.
Why are you talking to me and not him?
He was a cheater.
Well, girl, you know.
I mean, like, listen, let's look at this, right? Even her friend. I don't know this man, right? I don't know that man. His friend, her friend. Let's guess. Do you think he would stick to one woman faithfully? Let's guess. Right? I don't think so. I don't think so. Right? Now, am I saying all rich men are cheaters? No, I'm not. But I'm saying all rich men have options. All rich men are desired. And let's not forget, I didn't add all the things, right? If he's black, he's definitely desired by a lot of black women. If he's tall, dark, handsome, maybe fit as well, he's desired by a lot of women. Now, again, am I saying men that have options are automatically cheaters? No, I'm not. But men that have options are harder to commit. Okay? They're hard to commit. Because you better be the most amazing woman in the world. You must be one of a kind to change this man who has such amazing options, to make this man commit to you faithfully for the rest of his life. But that's ridiculous, in my opinion. I don't think that's I don't think that happens. Okay. She had a man that met her quote unquote standards, and he cheated. Whoop-de-doo. Where's the surprise there? Okay. You expect, you think that these men that have the abundance, right, of women that wants them will settle down for you and only you. It's ridiculous. I guarantee you, right? In my brain, in my theory, right, is that why a lot of rich married couples, right? Why there's not a rampant amount of divorce in them is because women are not as stupid. They're not as jealous. They're not as emotional per se. Because I guarantee you, the majority, I'm not saying all, but the majority of rich men will have more than one woman. You're just the wife. And again, this is only my assumption, okay? But I honestly believe the majority, if not a good amount, of rich men will always have side chicks. Will always have, someone on the back burner. It's just the wife understands the situations and see that, you know what, he comes home to me, or he's taking care of me, all this shit. So I'll keep quiet. In my opinion, I'm assuming, this is a guess, but I think it's a good logical guess that this is the lifestyle of a lot of rich couples, is where the men will step out. My opinion, my guess.
So you want okay? I'm not listening. I don't condone it. I'm with you, but you want 500K, sing, no kids, and faithful.
So
Okay.
the faithful meaning like this. Like, let's just say I have friends who are poly, right? And they explain to me how it goes and how it is. But for them, poly means it's like not open relationship. It's not out here in the woods. Like, no, you have a relationship with you and two other people. So I've thought about the idea of it, right? But I've never done it. But meaning like you're not lying, you're not cheating, you're not out here behind my back doing some craziness. Like if we're together for a while and we like entertain the idea, we speak about it, possibly do like a positive situation. But that's not cheating because the open conversation about it. You know what I'm saying? It's still not cheating because there's a communication about what's going on and there's agreement with it.
You know what I've been seeing more and more of, especially let's say with black men. I'm seeing this, right? Black men that are top percent, like black men that are making good money, black men that are good looking, right? They're tall, they're athletic and all that stuff. I see a lot of black men, right? Top percent black men, right? They are doing or they're doing relationships where they have more than one woman, right? Open relationships where both parties know. So I'm seeing that happens a lot. So that's interesting because, like I said, the black men that are top earners and good looking, they're rare men. So I see these men having multiple women, right? So this is I think that's the type of relationship these women will have to look out for.
No, I mean, I ain't talking about my personal life, but yes, I mean, I do have the man we're talking about right now, but my man is so rare, child. Like, I feel like he a four-leaf clover. He got a lot of friends, and a lot of his friends ain't like him. Juwan, the guy that came on the show, is like him. I feel like he really does want a wife. He's ready to settle down in that manner, but he has a child. So, listen, they're four-leaf clovers. It's not impossible. I got one, but it is tough. I know a lot of men out here. I don't know a lot that fit that category. But let's keep focused on you. Yeah. All right. So that guy was a cheater. And I will say this. I'm not telling you to sign up for poly because, listen, if poly don't work for you, poly don't work for you. Like, that shit won't work for me either. Now, I will say there is a world for that because I get poly women on my show, right? I get women who they say they don't want to be exclusive. They want more. They don't got the attention. So there is a lane for that. But if it's not you, then it's not you. You know? Mm-hmm. So, okay, let's keep going. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Let me see how I'm going to punch you at. I can put you on this little, I'm at work still.
Okay, you look, I mean, you're in shape. You're naturally pretty. So again, you kind of alluded to this, but you make 500K or more.
When I'm not at the hospital, yeah. Or when I'm in the hospital.
Do you
Because when you
make
combine,
500K? Okay.
I make 500K not yearly because I'm a contractor, right? So if I work all year nonstop, then yeah. If I stop and go to like I was in Africa last week, which means I stopped. So if I work like 6 months straight and then take 6 months off, and I won't. So it's not consecutively unless I start traveling. If that makes sense.
So you don't make 500K, but the requirement for him is make 500K.
Yes,
Explain why.
because I've dated for so I've dated men when it's just like not worrying about what they're making, and I've always come up short on that side. Whereas though my favorite and most person that I've dated, he was like a cheater, was someone who made that much. He was also 50 though, so he'd wine and dine me, treat me like a queen that I want to be, and it just went so smoothly. And he helped me grow my business. So I feel like it's also a different mindset with that bracket of man. Like I just want to be a housewife with it. I want with that mindset that you can teach me some things. So it's more than just the money that makes sense. It's also
No, I get it. So you're saying the 500K man, wine and dine you, taught you things, but couldn't be faithful. The men that made less, were they faithful?
I'm thinking back. I've been single for a while before the last 2 years. So the last two, yes. And I've been okay. So my last relationship before the last two was like 10 years though.
Okay, I'm about to get there. Let me ask this other question before I go further. The 500K man, was that a relationship or was y'all a situationship?
It was.
It was a situationship because if it was a relationship, you would just say it was a.
This is the thing with a lot of women, right? Honestly, they think that they can demand, or like they qualify for these type of men, these high value men, but yet they are only in situationships with these men. Sex, really, basically sex. These men are not calling you girlfriend. These men are not faithful to you. She can only get a situationship from a man that supposedly makes $500,000. It's like these women just think that honestly, they're delusional.
It wasn't a relationship because in a relationship you would just say, so you wasn't exclusive with the 500K man.
So there was no title.
Then you wasn't, girl, you smart.
Yeah, it's a situationship. Yeah.
You know if you was in a relationship or not.
No, it's a situationship. I was dating else.
I'm asking these questions, and I'm not trying to be hard on you, but I'm just trying to ask the real questions so you can understand the real of what you was dealing with in these situations.
Okay.
So it's real simple. Did he claim you as his girlfriend?
Yes, I didn't claim him.
Why did he claim you when you didn't claim him?
The question is, why didn't I claim him? Because back then I had trust issues. So when he wanted me to be his girlfriend, but I was very wary about it. Even though I guess that's because I was like, that was maybe 2017, 18, and I just was afraid of the title back then. Personally, like I was like, I don't know why at that mindset. I think I was still healing from a past relationship, going through it. So I didn't get a title because I was like, what if I get a title and he's like cheating on me or something like that? So to him, he wanted me to be his girlfriend, but I wasn't healed enough to say yes to it. If that makes sense.
So why did you say he cheated?
First of all, right, what she just said is why I say as women get older, they become bigger red flags. Because women, they interact, they get in relationships, they have sex with, with more and more men. And those relationships always turn sour. So those relationships always bring up more walls. So even if you're a good man, you get with this woman at 40, she's a terrible woman. Because her walls made her hard to deal with. This is why I say, getting with older women, most likely they are bigger red flags because the trauma, all the jadedness, all the things that they've been through makes them harder to deal with. So that's why I say they become bigger red flags as they age.
You if you didn't claim him as your boyfriend?
Because that's a good question. Cause I'll say she cheated on me because to him like you're the only one I want. No, I'm only with you. That's it. So in the way he presented to himself, it's like you're just the only one. Then I found that I wasn't. If that makes sense.
Okay, so he said you was his girlfriend.
You're right.
You knew, and why? And you said you didn't want to claim the girlfriend. You didn't want to call him your boyfriend back because you felt as though he couldn't. Girl, I'm confused.
No, because I had trust issues because I just didn't want a title. I didn't want to be like a fool. I was really young and coming out of a very traumatic relationship back then, so I was very skeptical about getting a title back then. Like I was.
Okay, you saying back then? How many years ago was this?
Like 2018 or 17. It was a while ago.
Okay, so that was the man that made 500K or more.
Yes.
Okay, and ever since that dynamic, that's what you desire.
Yes.
Okay, so was that your last relationship?
No, my last relationship was ended in January 5th.
Okay, did he make 500K?
No.
So, you made an exception for him, but that just didn't work out.
Yes.
Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
This is why men don't take women seriously. Women have all these standards and preferences, yet they continuously, constantly make exceptions for certain men. Look at this, right? What if you are the man that makes 500K, willing to marry her, right? Willing to give her the world. You're tall, handsome, and all that shit. You know children. You're willing to give her everything. You learn out, okay, these other men didn't meet her standards, yet she was willing to give these men her time, her body, her youth. She was fine with giving these men her body when these men didn't meet her requirements. Now that this is the thing, right? She's asking for a special, rare man. This rare man, what's the point? Because these other men didn't meet her standards, her crazy ass standards, yet she still gave them her body, still gave them her time. It's like, how are you so special then? Because other women would treasure the rarity of this type of man.
January 5th.
Okay. So y'all broke up the last time. Why'd y'all break up?
He was a liar. Paparazzi was a liar about everything.
Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
Ooh, being vulnerable. And when I find something that is not okay, to speak in a soft tone instead of like aggressively. And say 3 things. You mean for a relationship, correct?
Huh?
The 3rd thing. Maybe telling how I feel as soon as I think it instead of waiting to tell it a few days later.
Okay. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Open-minded. I am supportive. I will be there in your corner.
Supportive. What does a man that makes $500,000 need support? I don't know. Does he need it? Maybe.
I want to communicate about what's wrong and see if we can move past it.
But that's the thing, right? Don't all women say they're supportive? So why would such a rare man be lucky to be with you when you say the exact same thing that every woman say? It's ridiculous.
Caring, catering, love to be around your family, goal oriented, I like to cook. I can't cook. Want to build with you? I'm trying to think what else.
Build? You want to build with a man that makes $500,000? What is there to build? A man that makes $500,000 a year. What are you building? The insanity. The absolute insanity of these women. You are so ordinary. You're so unoriginal. What does a $500,000 man need you for? Right? Why would he need you to build any shit? Okay? Supportive? Every woman say you're supportive. Not every man can say he makes $500,000. Right? These women are just ridiculous. You want to build with a man that makes $500,000. He's already been built, baby. Right? He's there.
Yeah, myself. I guess I'm giving right there as I'm on spot.
Let me ask you this. So, if you never, I'm not saying this is not going to happen. I'm not God. I don't know what God can do. But let's just say, if you never met a man that made $500K, had no kids, and wanted to be faithful, would you not be in a relationship with anybody? Or those are 3 non-negotiables?
No, I've been known to. I wouldn't be with anybody. That's not true. Because hence the last relationship that I tried because it was a spiritual person. So no.
This is just the wish list.
Correct.
But you did say 200K is too low.
Yes, because I've been with someone like that. Yes.
Okay. All right, let's do it. Asia.
Wish list? I mean, it's like ridiculous. Look, this is the thing, right? It don't matter what women want. They can want whatever, right? You can want whatever. But I'm saying the entitlement, the audacity, the delusion is harmful. It is harmful to women because this is right here thinking that 200K is below you. Okay? Your entitlement, your delusion, you value money over character. And no wonder why at 40, you're still failing at relationships. You're so amazing, right? You're so supportive. You want to build with a man. Yet, at 40, you have not had a successful relationship. These women just like, they really don't put thought into their relationship life, right? Into their love life. This is the insanity of women, right? Where they put so much effort into school, into career, yet they put so little effort into relationships. And no wonder, right? The one that's truly failing is the relationship life, right? It's the love life. While they're doing so great in career, because they put actual effort and time into it, okay? They put actual thought into their career, into their education. They put zero thought, right? Zero true critical thought into their love life. And that's no wonder why they are failing at it. These women are delusional. What do you guys think?